Well, this is the video I was hoping I wouldn't have to make. It would appear that I have to see a psychiatrist again. Um, just to sort of give you a brief overview, I quit the SEROQUEL cold turkey back in October, and following the physical withdrawals, um, I had the most wonderful time from mid-December to the end of January. Just mentally, I was just feeling amazing. That may be due to the fact that I did go home to Scotland for Christmas, and then my wife and I went to Thailand for just over 3 weeks to see her family. But I can honestly say it was one of the best times in terms of just feeling alive, uh, just happiness, enjoyment that I've had in over a decade. Absolutely fantastic. Towards the end of the Thailand trip, I was beginning to feel, signs of anxiety about returning to normal life, returning to work. And since then, it's been a gradual uh, slip back into the realms of depression and anxiety. Um, you know, I've always been someone who has tried to sort of keep their emotions under control, but lately I've been having a few outbursts, and I had a particularly serious outburst at work on Friday, which has led me to the point where I am actually not allowed to return to work until a psychiatrist says that I am safe to return to work. Safe meaning in terms of my well-being, but also the well-being of those around me. And I'm absolutely terrified at the prospect that I'm going to be put back on some form of medication. Uh, Point blank, I refuse to go back on Seroquel. Absolutely no way in the world am I taking that crap again. Uh, as I've said before, the side effects of this medication are just it's just not worth it for me personally. Absolutely terrible medicine, and the prospect of having to make those regular visits to see the psychiatrist, fill prescriptions, and I've also been told I have to see or attend talk therapy. I really was hoping that was all in the past. Um, but certainly I can also say as well that a lot of the reasoning behind these outbursts just has come from just sheer frustration at the job I currently have, which I don't know how much longer that's going to last because, like I said, I'm not allowed to return until such times as I'm deemed safe. And I'm starting to think, you know what? I do acknowledge that I have something wrong in the brain, you know, and it's actually quite frightening to be told by the head of human resources that uh, it's not safe for me or those around me uh, to be present at work, and it's almost as if that's the label being put on my forehead that I am insane, I'm crazy, unstable, and I'm I'm going to say I'm not happy at that. Words can't describe how upsetting it is to have people tell me that I'm basically not safe to be around. But like I said, I'm about 95% certain that the reasons I've been having outbursts, the reasons I've been depressed is I'm just simply deeply unhappy at the job I am. I've been there for 12 years. Um, back in, well, actually, my suicide took place whilst working there, and I was out on disability for, I think it was a couple of weeks. Um, spent some time in the ICU unit as they, brought me back to life, and then another week or 10 days on the psychiatric ward. Then in December of 2015, my mom passed away, and my dad and her, they they knew she was diagnosed with an aggressive form of stomach cancer in about October of 2015, but it wasn't until mid-December of that year that they told me that this was such an aggressive form of cancer and she really was not going to last much longer. That hit me hard, and what also hit me hard was I hadn't actually renewed my passport at that time, so I wasn't able to fly immediately to see her. Uh, I had to wait a couple of weeks for the passport to come, by which point it was too late. Uh, the passport arrived in time that I was able to go for the funeral, but to this day, I still haven't really gotten over that. And in March of 2016, I had to go on short-term disability because my mental state was, it was a dark, dark depression I was going through. So that was basically, 3 years ago. So here we are 3 years later, once again, not allowed to, or the previous disability was, I spoke to the psychiatrist at the time and told her my state of mind, and it was her that prescribed the time off work. But this time it's been forced upon me. So that's where we stand right now. I'm making the phone call tomorrow to the psychiatrist, who is the psychiatrist that I kind of betrayed by taking myself off the medication last October. So it's going to be an interesting conversation, and I'm kind of, anxiety levels are through the roof. I'm just absolutely terrified of being put back on medication. But the one sort of good piece of news that I do want to share in this video is that having done a lot of searching lately, it did occur to me that I have good memories in recent times, of course I do, but I keep harkening back to my childhood, and just such vivid, happy memories of that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting a new show on this channel, All Things 80s, where I am basically wasting my money buying old toys and things that I used to enjoy when I was a kid, and just reviewing them, opening new things that were, new in package from the 80s, doing a lot of top 10 favorite things of the 80s, and just doing that, I'm hoping, is going to give me some joy, some purpose, and I hope, you enjoy watching it and coming on this journey with me. But also, I will absolutely be doing these updates regarding mental health, such an important subject, and I don't know how this is going to come across when I play back this recording, but I'm trying my best to not sound like I'm brain dead as I did in the last video, where I am, here we go again, I am of the belief that SEROQUEL did cause a form of brain damage with me. I'm trying to focus on, you see, here we go again, I can't get the words out. So I'm just trying to stay as upbeat as possible, even though I have this horrendous situation with work going on. But I'm going to do my best, and I hope I can bring content worth watching, and hope someone at least finds it enjoyable. So I'm going to sign off for now, and I will provide an update once I speak to the psychiatrist. All right, thank you.